Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Michelle. I promised myself I was not going to cry during this video. I'm going to try to make it short and sweet. Very sensitive topic for me. Doing way better than I was in the last 48 hours when this incident has transpired. I know I made a community post the other day asking for you guys to pray for me. I need a lot of prayers right now because I don't feel like my best self. I've been doing so good and I've been feeling so good. Just the overall growth in myself, my spirit, just being able to accomplish goals that I set for myself. I would always start certain things and I would never finish it. There was never the finish line for me. It was just the start and then I would stop. But for the first time in my life, I was able to accomplish a goal for myself that made me really be proud of myself. And I'm pretty sure you guys couldn't have been more happier for me as well. I really didn't want to record this video until I felt like I was stronger to do it. But I really like to tell and express my raw emotion. Maybe this has happened to somebody else before. If it has never happened to you, I pray it never does, because nobody ever wants anything taken from them intentionally. I'm pretty sure that you've been through something in your life that has made you feel in disbelief, shocked, at a loss for words. That's my current situation right now. I'm trying not to let this situation anger me or consume me, but it's so hard and easier said than done, especially when you hear other people try to encourage you and uplift you if you've never experienced it and you're not living it. This is something I never saw coming. It's just not right. So as you guys can tell by the title of the video, I have bad news. I hate to be the one to even display or communicate bad news on my platform or any negativity, because I just always try to uplift others and just walk you guys through my journey, show you guys the trials and tribulations that I go through as a human being. The last time I remember actually smiling was 48 hours ago, earlier that day. About 48 hours ago, I woke up, I was planning content, I was manifesting, mom life. You guys already know what that entails. It's always hectic in my house, but it's a good hectic. It keeps me afloat, it keeps me going. Didn't do too much that day, didn't have any plans to really go out and about. Fast forward it, I had to go out in the evening to go to the store. Took the kids with me. I actually had 2 of the 3 kids with me. I had Justice and Mia. We decided to go get snacks. I want to say it was about 7:45. It was actually getting dark, so we ran out to the store real quick, then we came home. Usually when I come home, I always just I park my car. We have street parking, so I don't have the luxury of pulling my car into a garage. And same routine every single day. Got out the car, went inside, locked my doors, continued editing my videos or whatever it is I was doing. Normally, I'll go outside before the day is done. I enjoy sitting outside. Usually when the baby goes to sleep, that's my time, so I'll sit outside. That day, I didn't do it for some reason. I was just like tired. I just didn't feel like going outside. I feel like there were signs for me to go back outside, but I kind of ignored them, to where I started to beat myself up at. As I continue telling you the story, I know it wasn't my fault. Justice's bedtime is usually around 8:30, 9 o'clock. We were a little off schedule that day, but like I said, once we got back, started to edit a little bit, and then I realized what time it was, so I wanted to put him down to bed, only to realize I ran out of milk. I told myself I wasn't going out. I just left the store. I wasn't going back outside. As I look back and backtrack that moment where I questioned myself if I was going to go back to the store, I didn't go with my gut feeling, because I feel like that was God or a warning sign for me to just go back outside, just to check on my car. I'm trying to make it really short and sweet for you guys. I got tired. Around 11 o'clock, I decided I wanted to go to sleep. Fell asleep, and then I woke up exactly at 1:11 to use the bathroom. And I saw that Mia was up as well, but she had to use the bathroom as well. I don't even know where I'm at. I woke up to use the bathroom. Like I said, there's street parking, so there's a certain spot where I park my car every single day. Everything was all good when I went to sleep. There was nothing different in my routine. That particular day, Eddie was going to stay at the house because of his job. So when he gets off, at the time that he gets off is pretty late. And normally if I don't move the car to where we park it, he will move it for me. I seen the time and I was like, okay, Eddie should be here. I'm pretty sure Eddie moved the car. I came out the bathroom, I seen Eddie coming up the steps. He asked me, did I move the car? I said, no, I was waiting for you to do it. You know, we already had it arranged for you to do it, whatever. I've been asleep since like 11 o'clock. And he's like, the car's not in front of the house. And I'm like, what do you mean? Mind you, I'm half past dead. I just woke up, rolled out of bed to use the bathroom, and I was trying to go right back to sleep. That instantly woke me up once he said that the car wasn't in front of the house. it kind of took me a few times to like grasp what he was saying. But when I seen the sincerity in his eyes and he wasn't smirking, then I woke up. This is weird. Like, what do you mean the car's not in front of the house? So he's like, I literally walked up and down our block, walked different blocks to see maybe if you parked it somewhere differently or whatever. But usually you would tell me, and I'm like, yeah, I didn't. I left the car in front of the house and I didn't go back out. I didn't want to jump to conclusions and I didn't want to start freaking out, because the old me would have started to freak out, making assumptions, and sometimes we work ourselves up before knowing, the full situation. So I was just trying to like process what he was saying. I think it got real for me when I went downstairs shoeless and really seeing that my car was not there. Once I seen my car was gone, I had a feeling, I had a feeling in my gut that this wasn't going to be a good thing. I knew it wasn't going to end well, and I knew that something happened, something bad happened. We called the authorities right away, reported it, and somebody stole my car. Somebody did a very evil act, and they decided that the evil act that they wanted to do for the day was to take my vehicle. If you've been following me, you know that I just got the car 4 months ago. The day before this incident, literally just paid all my bills, my insurance, everything that I needed to do. I was in shock. For the first time in a long time, I was speechless. I couldn't find the right words to express the feeling that I felt in that moment because of everything that I did, the effort, the time, and my intention behind the vehicle. I put my all. That was one of my biggest goals I set for myself, was to be able to buy a car off the lot. Something I've never been able to do. And I was so proud of myself. There was no handouts. It was strictly grind mode. Couldn't have gotten that car without you guys. If you have not seen that video, I'll link it for you guys so you can understand how important and how much the car meant to me. It's literally only been 4 months, and I don't really know how I should feel. I understand that people are in a time of desperation. People are in a time of just a lot of stress because of the pandemic and because, shortages. Everything is just expensive. Money, 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 money. But to do such an evil act and to just deliberately take something from somebody is something that's hard for me to just accept. I'm a firm believer in karma, and I believe God doesn't like ugly. Although those negative thoughts were telling me that I should do and handle things my way, God already fought my battle for me. I don't need to do anything else. I already casted it upon him, and he's going to handle it for me. I tried to keep it together for my kids. Definitely a tough one for me to just put my big girl pants on and just mow through like I don't feel anything. I used to run from my emotions, especially these uncomfortable emotions, because I didn't know how to deal with it. This was another test for me to get through, to see how well I actually grew. I think for the most part I handled it well. I didn't take out my anger or frustrations on anybody near me. I think I took it out and I just ate it more for me, which is not the best, but I'd rather eat it and hold it than to express it and push it on somebody else who doesn't deserve it. I'm not okay. I don't feel okay. I'm in disbelief that somebody would literally just come and take my car. Like, literally steal my car. There's no remorse, no empathy, or damn, like, what did I just do? My kid's car seat is in there. I literally just went school supply shopping. I had certain things that were valuable to me in the car. Nothing like my wallet or anything, credit cards, but just certain technical things that I bought with my own money. The unknown is just killing me. It just makes me feel uneasy now. It just makes me feel unsafe. I don't know if it was somebody who was planning to do this or if it was just a random, quick, like, impulsive act because somebody was drunk or just not thinking straight and they just wanted to just target my car. My car of all cars. I'm not even in a Benz. Your girl ain't in the range yet. I'm not taking any more losses. I'm tired of taking losses. I feel like I took so much. I dealt with so much. I held on to a lot of things in my life. And for the first time in my life, when things started to look brighter, the devil creeped in. He said, you staying prayed up, you working, you doing big things in your life, and you're happy. He didn't want that. Whenever you start to elevate, especially when you start getting closer to God, I see that you are going to be tested in ways, all different type of ways. So many ways that you don't even see coming. And I feel like this is a test I'm angry. I followed through with the right precautions. I took the right precautions with the authorities. Sometimes we act out of our emotions. And at that moment, I was so angry that I was just thinking so many things and how I could figure it out. And being that I'm such a go-getter and somebody who's really good at problem solving, this is a situation that I have to kind of sit back, pretty much just have faith. Literally sit back and pray that, I get my car back. It's crazy because I keep having flashbacks. Last time I was in my car, feeling that I felt before all of this happened, I was so peaceful and I was so calm. Although I'm feeling like this, I know it's just temporary. Everything's temporary. Things are going to get better for me, but right now it's just really hard. It's a hard pill to swallow. Anything that you work hard for, it doesn't matter if it's a car, a house, whatever it is that you worked so hard for and you literally had to save, and I had to discipline myself, and it just was so much for me to actually accomplish this goal. You guys don't even understand how hard it was for me to save with children and priorities and bills. It was just a lot. Somebody just took that from me. They just came and took it from me, not knowing what it would do to me. And more so my children, because we all need a vehicle to get to point A to point B. You know what I mean? It's hard for me right now to even go outside. I keep looking outside and thinking my car's gonna be there. Every time I see the same model as my car, I'm waiting to see the license plate, or even thinking like, oh, maybe that's my car. I know how my car looks, but hell, they all look the same. So giving it to God, I gave it to him, and that's all I can do, and hope that, everything else falls in place. I guess all I have right now is faith. No matter how hurt I am right now and how angry I am, and I don't want to listen to or even try to think positive, I know that there's a reason for everything. Even when fucked up things happen to us, there is a purpose. There is a meaning behind it. I don't want to look at it like a lesson, because I don't feel like, or maybe I don't understand the lesson in it. But I do know that a blessing is coming bigger for me. God is my protector, my provider, my everything. And I know that he's not going to put more on my plate than I can handle. This was a selfish act. This was an evil act. And this is not something that's coming from God. The devil is trying to get my attention, but he won't win. It's been 48 hours, so I know that I'm going to get through it. It's still so fresh, so it feels like it's so heavy right now. Anytime you go through something, the first couple of days is literally like the worst. I'm going through that phase right now where I feel so sad. A lot of emotions. I don't like to feel sad. I don't like to feel angry, because I feel like I've worked so hard to not feel those feelings. Of course, I'm not going to be chipper 24/7, but the journey that I was on, it felt so good. And to just have a situation like this just knock me off of my throne is heartbreaking. Of course, you never know what's gonna happen tomorrow, let alone every day you wake up. It's just something I didn't see happening or coming. This has definitely changed my view on my safety and my living situation. Not saying that I can't move somewhere else and it won't happen. There's crime everywhere. You never know what somebody's going through or what somebody's intention is. It could be somebody that says hi to you every single day. Somebody that that literally has a vendetta against you, that's plotting or preying on your downfall. And that's one of the reasons why I really didn't want to do this video, because I was just like, I don't want any more negativity coming my way. People love nothing more than to see you suffer, especially when they are suffering and they have not found God and they have not found peace. They love that. But I know that you guys love me. It's only right that I tell you guys this, because you guys showed me so much love when I bought the car. Every time I would get in my car, I would smile, because I'm like, I did that. It's my car. And now it's hard for me to deal with it. It's hard for me to accept it. But you know what? If I never get my car back, I'm praying that I can get my car back. Part of me knows that it's probably gone. I know that God has something so great with my name on it. God has something for me. I know it. And if I can get through everything that I've gotten through in my life, all the hurdles and all the ups and the downs and the battles within myself, then I can definitely conquer this one. I'm trying to hang in there, trying to keep myself busy, because again, the devil was trying to creep in and tell me not to pick up the camera, not to manifest, not to do anything that I was doing, just to crawl in my bed and stay in my bed, pick myself up. And I'm trying to push through it. You have to just push through it, no matter how much it hurts, no matter how hard it is for you. Even if you can't see and you don't know how it's gonna go for you. You don't know how tomorrow's gonna go, how you're gonna make it through. Things are so hard and your heart is so heavy. You have to just stay positive.